Hi there, my name is Cynthia Wakeo, the Communication and Events Manager at Corporate Staffing Services. I am joined by Pamina Swainaina, who's going to be taking us through how to recruit hardworking and qualified staff. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you too.
So, what are the characteristics of, hardworking and qualified staff?
Yeah. So Cynthia, when I talk to many managers, entrepreneurs, and readers, on the issue of people management, on the issue of staff, one of the common complaints many of them have is, where can I get someone who's hardworking? Where did the good employees go to? Yeah. And for me, I normally tell them, yeah, they're still around. So in terms of what are the characteristics of, I would say, a good employee, a hardworking employee, it's all about the work ethic, because in terms of the qualification and skills here in Kenya, and I'm sure all over the world, you get people who have the right qualifications. They've gotten their degree, they've gotten their diploma, and they have all these many certifications. So it's all about the work ethic. So what are some of the things that you need to pay attention to? Number one, does this person go beyond the call of duty, or do they just do what you've allocated them? Number two, what is the quality of their work? So if you ask them to do something, do they produce it to the best of their ability? Yeah. Number three, it's the issue of management. Is this someone that you have to micromanage, or are they able to work under minimal supervision? Number four is also, is this a person able to come up with ideas, with suggestions to make the organization better? So as you can see, it's all about, number one, the relationship that you have within the organization and the value that this person is able to bring, the profession is able to bring to the organization.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how do you ensure that you have hardworking staff?
It's a chicken and egg situation. What do I mean? Because for you to have good hardworking staff, these things that you must have done yourself as an employer. So it just doesn't start from the employee. Number one, what you need to do as an employer is clarity on what you expect of this staff to do. Because there are also situations where we hire people who are committed, people who are motivated, but they are not job descriptions, they are not KPIs, we don't do performance appraisals, we don't give them feedback. And without that, how can we expect staff to do their part?
Yeah.
The other issue is also the issue of salary. Someone could be motivated, to the high heavens. But then again, if what you're paying them is not commensurate with the work they are doing, or it doesn't match the market rate, then you see also there's going to be a disconnect. And the third issue that, or the third thing that an employer needs to pay attention to is obviously the work environment. Yeah. A lot of times we have all this friction, we have all these fights, and it's not be consider that the employer and the employee are working towards a common goal. So yes, once in a while you conflict, you will have a disagreement, but it shouldn't be in such a way that someone doesn't feel like they are motivated to even wake up. They dread coming to the office. It shouldn't come to that level. Yeah. So I would say, as a bare minimum, that's what you as an employer are supposed to do. Then on the flip side, then for the staff, ask yourself: do you have the right person? In terms of, is this person qualified? Do they have the skills? Do they have the qualifications? Yeah. Then do they have the work ethic? Yeah, because all those ones, you'll be able to identify them during the interview stage, and after the interview stage during the probation period. In terms of now what happens after you've confirmed them, it's all about now trying to manage, because people, you drop the ball once in a while, so it's for you to intervene where you can be able to do that. Yeah. So as you can see, it's people management.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, with what you've mentioned, how does corporate staffing come in to help, businesses to employ this kind of talent?
For us, the way we support businesses is in two ways. Number one, we help for those who don't have HR departments. We do help to make sure that we've strengthened their HR processes and HR structures, because that's where it starts. If you don't have employment contracts, you don't have job descriptions, you don't have KPIs, you don't have HR policies, then even if you have very good intentions, sometimes being able to carry through and ensure that there's consistency, you can find that there's a gap there. So us coming on board to help you put HR structures, it will go a long way in ensuring that you're offering a supportive environment to your staff. The other support we offer to businesses is obviously making sure that they're able to hire the people who are right fit for them. Simply because someone is qualified, simply because they have experience, it doesn't mean that everyone can work for your organization.
Yeah.
So ask yourself, is this individual a good fit in terms of the organizational culture, in terms of attitude? Is this person who can be able, are they trainable? Are they coachable? Do you see even yourself working with this person? I'm sure even you've seen that there are people you've met, and for one reason or another, you don't just get along. Maybe you don't like their smile, you don't like the way they dress.
Yeah.
I mean, it goes without saying. So it's the same case in our relationship. Yeah, there are employees you look at, professionals you look at, and for one reason you don't find um, what I would call the meeting of the minds. Yeah. So when we come on board, we will support you in terms of HR structures and also making sure that you're able to get the right employees on board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for employers looking at this and they are like, yes, I want to have talent
Yeah.
on my, in my business.
Yeah.
What would you advise them?
The first point is to have a sitting with us. It's a free sitting. They can either come to our office or we can visit them where they are. In fact, we are very flexible to visit them. And we'll be able to have a sitting and be able to understand what issues are they currently facing, HR staffing issues. And based on our expertise, then with that diagnosis, we can be able to say, this is the plan we have for you. This is how we can be able to help you. So it's a brief meeting. It can take between 30 minutes to 1 hour. Us getting to understand your needs, and from there we can be able to come up with a solution. Whether it's recruitment in the sense of maybe someone has not been performing, you've done all you could as an employer, they are not performing, maybe you need to replace that person. Or maybe it's because people are not performing because also internally there are gaps in terms of structures, in terms of the way we organized. We'll be able to diagnose the issue and be able to support you. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
As you've heard from our lead recruiter, we are happy to come in and help you in your recruitment needs. All you need to do is click on the link below. See you next time.